lunch here. This is the award presentation portion of your conference, and we're doing it a little differently this year. The committee will each present an award. These are our categories. We have 7 categories: civic, business, government, tree board, outstanding project, tree steward, and individual of the year. Our awards committee: Lee Haas, Bloomington, Greg Shaner, Lafayette, Ashley Mullis, IUFC Executive Director at City Carmel Tree Board, Katie Booth, Museum of Art, and Nashmeyer, Indianapolis Downtown Inc., and myself, Pam Louch, your fearless leader. So here we go. Tremendous work being done in Indiana by very special people and groups, and we're happy to honor you. You're going to just get a very brief synopsis of what these folks are doing. If you want more information, we'll be able to share the entire award with you, if you want it, or put you in contact with the winner. So here we go. For outstanding business.
In an effort to promote natural solutions for energy conservation, 2 partners came together. Jason Leitz wanted an opportunity to generate corporate interest in natural solutions for energy conservation, and he had some dollars to put into it. LaPorte County Nursery owner Bill Woodruff did not want to waste some good trees that had reached the end of the selling season. The result, the NIPSCO Cool Communities Project, in which 600 bald and burlap maple trees from LaPorte County Nursery were stored and cared for with funds from NIPSCO until they were all spoken for. Grant applicants submitted requests that provided maps showing where tree planting sites that were the best choices for energy conservation. Once the sites were approved, the trees were delivered. Some projects are still in progress, but most of the trees have now been awarded for planting at schools, libraries, and other public buildings, which are large consumers of energy. This project has spawned a variety of energy conservation activities in schools, brought more partners into urban forestry, and will conserve energy. So congratulations to NIPSCO and LaPorte County Nursery. And would Jason and Bill please come up?
I'd also like to recognize John Stout. He's on our professional forestry staff at NIPSCO. He was also very instrumental in assisting with this program.
I'm a short speaker, but the opportunity to keep trees in our environment rather than in the nursery when they're too close together and they don't settle. What are the options? You need the land. I prefer, through NIPSCO, donating trees to nonprofit places, schools, rather than putting them in a brush pile or make firewood. We have a large nursery. It's been a lifetime of growing trees. And recognizing the trees tie up CO2 for a period of time. They only lock them in this wood. But trying to keep those within the environment and help NIPSCO provided an opportunity. It should be considered and expanded. And I have trees. I'll give in the ground. Thousands.
I'd also like to add a couple other partners. NIPSCO uses Arbormetric Solutions as a planning resource for our tree work. And we had a couple planners who did an outstanding job going out and selling these trees to the community. So from Arbormetrics today, we have Brianna, we have Matt Parsley, we have Henry, and we have my travel partner for the day. Andrea, can you please stand up and be recognized for your outstanding efforts?
Outstanding Civic Organization.
When I first heard about this project before the summer meeting this year, Gina Darnell has been raving about it for quite some time. The winner of this award won it for their outstanding use of a woodland that would have otherwise been bulldozed. The situation went like this. A proposed new building on an 18-acre parcel composed of 11 acres of woodland, pond, and 7 acres of vacant farmland in a busy urban area. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 697, determined that the site would utilize nature to make the building special. They wanted to demonstrate the best environmental practices in development. There was conscientious planning that resulted in the least disruptive layout for the building footprint. Modern drainage swales, rain gardens, native trees, and plants were installed in the drains and parking lots. Restoration plan was developed for the woodland. 2 acres would have to be cut for the site, but the remaining 9.3 acres would remain an urban nature preserve. Urban wood utilization techniques were employed, and the lumber was used to create wall paneling throughout the building. Office furniture was also made from the wood. A large window in the meeting room showcases the restored woodlands. This extensive project of building and incorporating with nature led to Gold LEED certification for the building. This was a new project requiring thinking outside the box of construction. The financial commitment was supported by union membership, green building professionals were used for the building, and urban woodland phases. The IUFC salutes Kurt Lesnick and the rest of the IBEW Local 697 for supporting and carrying through with this innovative green project. Congratulations as Civic Organization of the Year for Urban Forestry.
Just a couple quick notes. First of all, I'd like to thank partnering with Gina Darnell. She was amazing in pointing out what we should do with our property. And like, I'm sorry, Ashley had said, the inside of the building has got a lot of woodwork in it. And all the woodwork inside the building, from the furniture to the trim, to the paneling on the walls, is all from the trees that we removed for the building. There's black walnut, cherry, oak, and hickory. No hickory. Three kinds of oak. So, it's a beautiful building. It houses 4 different organizations. Our Apprenticeship Training Center, JATC, our IBEW Local 697, which I'm president of, our Health and Welfare Insurance Program, and our credit union. The building total cost was $10.2 million, and everyone put in as a group to build this building. And I thank you for the award.
Our next category, governmental entity. Besides being blessed with outstanding architecture, Fort Wayne is a very progressive urban forestry program. Their response to the emerald ash borer and their hundreds and hundreds of removals have led to budget dollars for the restoration to restore and protect their urban forests. The city is to be commended for their forward thinking of urban forestry programs in regard to EAB, especially at this time of a recession. Through various financial avenues, the city has put dollars into removals, replacement, treatments, utilization of ash logs, a complete street tree inventory and analysis along with an emergency response plan. All this being directed by City Forester Chad Tringle. Chad, come forward, please.
Obviously, I'm not Chad Tinkle. I'm Al Wall, the park director. But I will say one thing that this whole process. It's kind of good news, bad news to be up here. What's great, and we really appreciate the recognition and the award. The bad news is we have to be up here and accept it for what we're accepting it. When you lose about 14,000 trees and trying to replace them over in our case, probably about a 10-year time frame, you have to have three or four things go for you. First of all, you have to have economic conditions that can provide you the opportunity to pay for it, which we don't have. You have to have a fairly strong political climate to support us, which we do have. We have a strong community behind it, and it takes leadership. And through this whole process, we've been blessed to have this young man right behind us leading the charge for us. We didn't really realize how talented Chad was until he had to take on an initiative that was mind-boggling. And when you're losing 25% of your canopy just on the street side, that doesn't even count the park side that's under his management. This guy's done an incredible job. So we appreciate this. We appreciate the recognition. But hats off to this young man right here. Thank you.
I just wanted to say thank you for the award, and it wouldn't be possible to lead the charge if it weren't for the positive support that I get through our administration and from our director, Alan Wall. He has been instrumental, at least in allowing me to lead the charge, and basically supported me through the whole process. So if it weren't for our administration and people like Al, I would not be able to do my job correctly. So thank you very much.
He said it just like I wrote it. Thanks, Jim.